waipu, he waipu, he nauri o te waiora. Whakaahu papatia te pūnotu I te waiu kai pō o tuanuku whakaahu rangitia te pūnotu I te mana waiora a te ira tahito. Kia tauhā, whakatauhā, kia tina, hakatina, haumi e hui e tāki.
When Warren initially got in touch with us about making this road video, he mentioned that he'd like to incorporate the Karetao, the Maori Puppets. Once I got in contact with James about the Karetao, he sent me through a document with information and images of the 7 Karetao that he had made. And of these, Papatuanuku, who in Maori mythology is the Earth Mother, and Ranginui, who is the Sky Father, and the fact that their story as a couple is also a creation story inspired the idea of a creation myth as another way of describing what this person was doing in the video, conjuring up these, magical, sort of impossible and manipulated digital elements and lights and colors and things. Creation stories are so fluid and lyrical, and they just make up their own rules for their own world.
When I watched the video back, and I got it from the first time I saw it in its entirety as well, it represented exactly the feel that I was hoping to get across, which is the idea that I think emotion transcends the material world. It looks otherworldly. Even the slow motion kind of stuff puts you in this alpha state or this ethereal kind of realm, not blatantly connected to this material kind of plane that we, every day we deal with, which I feel is where emotion sits. Emotion's this weird intangible thing that you can't really fully put a finger on it, and it affects us every day. I met James Webster maybe 3 years ago. He showed me these Maori puppets called Karetao, and I just thought they were just so beautiful. With puppets, they're inanimate objects, but as soon as you pick one up, it takes on this life, and it becomes a living, breathing thing.
The Karetao is sort of like a generic or general name that we use for the Karetao. There's heaps of different names, but it's basically the Maori puppet. I sort of created this collection of what I call the Karetao Puoro, so that's sort of singing Maori puppets. But these are based on classical ones where you've just got so rangi, it was just a handle with a figurine, usually in context of a carving. It's called a teko teko. But so you detach the hands and attach them with strings in the back. Mm-hmm. So they were just a handheld puppet and manipulated as such, Oh, yeah. Kia ora, George. Be on the way. Jeez. Yeah, just a puppet, and just a sort of like another sort of form of having a third party medium. And these were also used for processes of healing. Sometimes they were used as a medium to sort of facilitate healing or get people to talk to another object as opposed to a person. It
kind of takes you away from just being another video with yet another couple fighting over jealousy, and maybe ties the issue of insecurity to these amazing creatures, which is when I see Karetao, I just see these beautiful beings.
It was really amazing to see them sitting on a table, like being these inanimate objects, and then taking them off their stands and putting them in front of the camera. And they really came to life, and it was amazing. And especially when there's 2 of them interacting, they just all of a sudden became like these little people. Their history is quite sparse. So what James and his colleagues are doing is, rather than focusing only on them as relics, they're bringing them into the present day and seeing what roles they can play in our present culture. And I think that's really awesome and exciting.